Yo, what is up, my Knights of the Round Table? Welcome back to Losing Night with your boy, The Knight. This is a very special one that I'm excited for. This is Nightbreaker's Miles Morales Spider-Man rap, Ride for My City, versus tracks, soundtracks, Spider-Man PS5, produced by i2High. Now, the reason this is something special and I'm excited for because I did a reaction to Nightbreaker's Spider-Man PS4 rap song, and that was. I listened to actual nerdcore versions of that game. They did songs on, like I listened to Nerd Outs. They did one 95 Snaps. Nightbreaker, out of all of them, had my favorite. There was so many references, just the excellent vocals, excellent beat, and it felt so much like Spidey. It was just on another level. It is my absolute favorite thing that Nightbreaker's ever done. It holds a special place in my heart. And Nightbreaker thinks I'm joking. That shit is legit in my playlist. If I was on my actual account right now, I would pull it up. That song is in my playlist. I love that song. I don't know what else to really say on that because I love it too much. I listen to that song on full blast because I can. I don't know if Nightbreaker knew I was serious. I was dead ass serious when I told him that song was in my playlist. Like, it is dead ass in there. And so that's why I'm super excited to see the quote unquote sequel. This is the Miles Morales sequel because in the Insomniac's next Spider-Man game that came out recently that I don't have yet, it was technically it's a sequel to Spider-Man PS4. So this is a sequel to Nightbreaker's PS4 rap, and that is my favorite thing he's done, and it is one of my favorite songs I've reacted to. I've reacted to a lot of songs, and that is one of my favorites. I'm super excited for this. But the thing that sucks is I'm putting Nightbreaker on such a high level right now. I am going with expectations through the roof because the one before it was so perfect. I'm horrible at layering vocals for choruses. Bear with me here. I'll tell you what. I'll make one and you can feel better about yourself because I don't know how to fucking do that. So it's already better than mine. You at least have a clue of what you're doing. Hold up. Okay, love the beat. Fuck yes. See, this is the shit I loved in the first one. He's making fire ass rhymes and references at the same time. Love it. Web slinging from Miles. I'll show you just what the moral is. Miles Morales, this is a play on his name. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. I'm ready. Come on, Nightbreaker. Whoa! This is not a leap of faith. This is a reference to Into the Spider-Verse where Peter B. Parker told Miles it's just a leap of faith. Call that a leap of faith. I don't know why I said don't call that a leap of faith. It's actually called that a leap of faith. This is a clear reference to Into the Spider-Verse. This ain't Peter Parker, son. You know, this is not Peter Parker. This is Miles Morales. This man is of a different race. Are you implying what I think? It's obviously you're implying this. You know, yes. Peter Parker and Miles Morales are a totally different race. I don't know what other race. Miles is two races. It's... Fuck, what is it? I should know this. I can't remember. It's either Puerto Rican or Spanish. I cannot remember which one it is. And mixed with African American. So, Miles is of two races. Peter is... I mean, can you really call... I mean, yeah, Peter is of one race. So, you see... or at least in most versions. In the MCU, it's kind of... Well, I don't know if he's actually related to Aunt May in that universe, or if it's just, as always, it's Uncle Ben he's actually related to. If it's actually Aunt May, then he's part Italian. So yeah, this is not Peter Parker, people. This is Miles Morales. Put respect on his name. I ride for my city.
To the OG, I look up to you. Rolling slowly, making my mark. Hope they adore me, all the stuff I do. No fact is low key, you were like start to me. I'm a different hero, bet you were depicting me. Start to me. I'm a different hero, bet you were. Different hero, bet you were.
Damn it! Why do I suck at going back?
Different hero. Low key, you were like start to me.
Damn it! Okay, I'm going all the way back.
Low key, you were like.
You were like Stark to me. This is a reference to and the first song that Nightbreaker did with Peter Parker. It had MCU elements in there too. You know, he said, "Word to Stark, didn't feel so good, but now I feel all right." A clear reference to Infinity War. Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. Heartbreaking scene. I cried. Spidey's my guy. My favorite all-time comic book hero between Marvel and DC, Dark Horse, all of them, is Spider-Man. Spider-Man is my favorite hero. And it hurt my soul to watch him die. It hurt. It killed me. A piece of me went. And then he's saying, "You're like Stark to me," in the MCU and in the Ultimate Comics, I believe. Tony Stark was Peter's mentor. Somebody he looked up to, and that's what Miles is saying to Peter. You know, you're somebody I look up to. And in the PS4, and a lot of versions, especially the PS4 version, Miles is a Spider-Man fanboy, like we all are. I can't judge Miles. I'm a fucking Spider-Man fanboy too. I respect Miles for that.
I'm a different hero, bet you were depicting Mary. I mean every single word can call that Webster's dictionary. Yeah, leave some.
Reference to Webster, and you call that Mary. I think that's a reference to Mary Jane, even though it could be just, you know, the fact that it's set around Christmas, and, you know, Merry Christmas, so it might be both.
Room for the little guy in the picture. When my dad got killed in a bombing, beaten at May took me in. Sure, I didn't know that I'd become a Spider-Man, but I owed them my life. Trying to juggle this responsibility has caused me strife.
Great power comes great responsibility. Look out for the little guy. That's what Peter said to Tony in Homecoming. I want to look out for the little guy. And in Civil War.
Backing down, me and Peter, man, we got this fool. Dropping escapees and then the real fighter jumping to suit all black, so you know that I absorbed that heat. Your crew was out, man. Should mess with Peter, got you covered, man. I swinging for miles. I'll show you just what the moral is. Take to the sky. Could care less whichever foe is pissed. Jump to conclusions, yeah, call that a leap of faith. This ain't Peter Parker, son, this man is of a different race. If you do crime, that's a pity, cause I ride for my city. If you do crime, that's a pity, cause I ride for my city. If you do crime, that's a pity, cause I ride for my city. If you do crime, that's a pity, cause I ride for my city, yeah. Although evil's progressing further, and I will protect their loved ones and hold them closer, bring the city to justice, declare my conscience, I'm needing closure. They're sleeping on me, get a cup of Folgers. I'm strong as shit, I will Folgers soldiers. I'm tired of fighting, but I'm fighting it. Nothing left in my tank, got a mileage. So many things on my mind and I'm fine with it. So many things in my brain and I'm violent. And I'm alright cause I got a team finally. West Connect, and I'm dodging a close call. Sense to the spidey since this descent, and it's in it for the long haul. No second guessing, I'm stopping it because mine was taken. I'll protect all the innocent when I put on the mask and get on the web. Enemies want me to disconnect. When it comes to me, then caskets. You do not want to get into it. Get out of my city, I mean it. Defending my city while bleeding. You think it's a game and you started shit? Press the right button, I'll finish. Man, I swing in for miles. I'll show you just what the moral is. Take to the sky, could care less whichever foe is pissed. Jump to conclusions, yeah, call that a leap of faith.
I want to play this so bad.
This man is of a different race. If you do crime, it's a pity, cause I ride for my city. If you do crime, that's a pity, cause I ride for my city. If you do crime, that's a pity, cause I ride for my city. If you do
Spider Kitty,
that's a pity, cause I ride for my city, yeah.
I'm so glad this was good. I'm so glad. I'm so happy. Okay, this was the one I did before, and this is in my playlist, and it's still my favorite. This did not crack my favorite. This will always just be my favorite, I think. I think it's just a special place in my heart. One thing I loved about this one that this one had but didn't do as much was the references to other characters, the way he was doing it. In the original one, he was, alright, Mr. Negative. People say I joke too much. Well, okay, Mr. Negative, you know, reference Mr. Negative, the Spider-Man villain. Another one, it was something with Venom, Carnage. I think he said I spit venom, leave you toxic, but I leave minimum carnage, a reference to the three symbiotes. Venom, Toxin, Carnage. This one had a few of those. I really wish there was a Prowler reference because we all know Miles' relation to Prowler. So, that was one thing I was kind of looking forward to, and I didn't have it. But, this is, I'm proud to say, this is my second favorite one he's done because this has a lot of other cool stuff, and the fact that he didn't copy what this one did makes it good because while I did say I liked this one more for the references it had, I'm really glad it didn't copy what this one did. This is a really symbolic thing because what he did with Peter Parker was something different than he did with Miles Morales because these are two different characters. Therefore, they should have different types of ciphers. You see, Nightbreaker knows his shit. He's a master of his craft. He knows his shit. And this was such a catchy thing. I ride for my city. And I loved all the little tidbits that made this Miles. And the fact that it did its own thing and how he was talking about, you know, I look up to Peter, but I'm doing my own thing. You know, he's his own man. He's his own Spider-Man. Nightbreaker, this is my second favorite song you've done. Congratulations. I really love this. I'm really glad you met my expectations. I didn't really reference that, but I know in the beginning I said I had sky-high expectations. You met them. This was just as good as I could have hoped and more. You, once again, go beyond my expectations. And I don't know why you're worried about the vocals. They were fine. I see what you meant by, like, they were a little bit echoey, but that was the point, and I think that actually works. I think that them being echoey made it sound really, really cool. So, what you thought was bad turned out to be good, because I actually like that. So, that's something for you. Like, I really think that was good. And this cipher was, dare I say, amazing, spectacular, and sensational. Thank you all so much for watching. Go check out the song. Go subscribe to Nightbreaker. Show the song the love it deserves. And just keep swinging. As always, I'll see you in the next one.